So let's talk about this bow project we've been working on for the last few months. Okay, here we have it. What we're concentrating on up here now is anchoring. Yep, how are we going to handle the anchoring? This boat originally was designed without an anchor windlass, and you can see I do have one now. I acquired that used. It's an Italian made. Got a real good deal on it, and so we had to make some changes though to install this thing, to make a system work for anchoring. This platform right here had to be changed, re-engineered, modified, made different. You know, it's all an engineering challenge. So originally when this boat was built, it did not have a chain locker down below. The anchor rope, and that's what this boat had, was rope. It did not have chain. It was not designed for chain. Although I guess you could have used it if you wanted to pull chain. But anyway, this was a rope locker up on the deck. And that's not what I was looking for. I'm looking for chain, and in a traditional chain locker. So we had to modify things to make this work. The anchor windlass needed to be back far enough away from the end of the anchor to work properly. So you got some working distance for that chain. So that gave me a challenge because this locker was in the way. So what I figured out I would do is I split the locker, cut the locker into two halves, as you can see. And get this stuff out of the way. All right, so now we have a platform for the anchor windlass to ride on. And this was all modified, reinforced, lots of extra fiberglass put in, and this will be bonded into place. So there we have our platform for our anchor windlass. Chain's going to come up, it'll go through the hawse hole, and it'll go down into the chain locker that we're building down there. Now what is going to happen with this area? Well, this area will become a place where the chain, when it gets drawn up, it will go into this locker and be washed. Okay, it'll get any mud or whatever crap will get washed off, and it'll go overboard rather than going down in the chain locker and making a big old stinky mess. Then the chain will be fed down into the chain locker itself. And in this area here is going to be mounted a pump. I'm not sure whether that pump will be under there or below deck, but anyway, there'll be a hose in here, saltwater washdown. So I think that's going to be cool, and it's taken a while to get it to go. All right, now I've got to move hinges. See, there's a hinge there, and here's the other hinges up here. So this is going to be filled. It's going to be a hinge moved back to here. All this will be bonded and fiberglassed in place. Okay, and then we have our bollards. Oh, check these bad boys out. The bollards. Just you'll be seeing some more videos about that. So there's all that stuff. Now, got a new piece of gear came in, a new piece of hardware. This is from China. Obviously, everything comes from China. But that's I guess you'd call that a cockpit drain. 90-degree cockpit drain. Yeah, 3/16 stainless, so it says. However, it kind of has a little bit of magnetism to it, so I'm not sure if it's really 3/16 or 304 or something in between. But let's get this thing off of here, and we'll take a look for a minute. And you can see right here where the anchor windlass is going to bolt down. I've epoxy filled it, which is a popular thing to do these days. So the bolts run through that and not through the balsa core. All right, so let's get this up out of the way now for a minute. Okay, all this fancy filming we're doing here. All right. Whoa, you get out of the way. Bring this lid up out of the way. All right, So now we're in this area here. Okay. So what we got going on here is we need a drain to drain overboard. So that's what this is all about. This garboard drain or cockpit drain, whatever, is going to fit in here. And then it's going to drain overboard. Just the nasty, muddy water will go overboard, won't go down in the bilge. Okay. Now, we're going to have to do some drilling. There's the original size of the hole. And there's that right there. So we're going to have to open that hole up. And hopefully the chamfer of this piece here will meet that molded chamfer there. So anyway, hopefully that's going to go in, obviously upside down. And that will be the drain for the, we'll call this the washout locker. I don't know. But right here, and it's one thing though, it's very close. See that, the impression of that tape right there? These are two holes that penetrate from this washout locker into the chain locker. This one is going to be where the wires come up that feed the electric motor for the windlass. And this is where the chain will go up and down through the hose pipe right there. So this is going to be kind of close, but I think we can make it work. So we'll just continue on with that, and we'll get back to you later.